Alrighty. I just realised I actually forgot to press go live, so I've just been chatting to myself there for a minute for like no reason. But hey, people are here, that's good. It's warm. That's what I was chatting to myself about, like a crazy person by myself. So we're in the new studio, not quite, the room that I do my work in, and it's coming together, but the airflow in here isn't amazing. So I've been working on trying to fix that, but at the same time, like, you know, there's a heat wave happening here in the UK, so I've been having the curtain down at this window right here and trying to stay cool. But then today it's actually been the opposite. I had to get the window open and try and increase the airflow because the heat it's coming from inside the house. So it's cooled down a little bit outside, but I've just literally finished recording a new video of Artifacts, which will go out at the end of the week. So there's a new episode of Artifacts. I just set that off to, that's just rendered. I was also rendering another, we've got a new episode of Branching Factor coming out tomorrow. And I got a bunch of secret stuff, which I'm very excited to share with you all very, very soon. And so I've been doing a lot of that stuff today. And then also doing stuff camera facing, so the stream lights are on and all that jazz. So all the heat has been generated in the room. In fact, it's cooler outside than it is in the room right now. And so I've been trying to like get the heat back out the room. And then I'm like, oh yeah, let's stream with the lights on and, you know, play some games and all that jazz. It's going to be, oy, it's going to be intense. Oh no, my mug is stuck in my mug holder. That's not good. Oh no. There we go. Hope you're all good. Right, so here we go. We're going to do some player choice today. And funnily enough, our sponsors for player choice Model AI gave me this really nice mug. I just realised the lid is on the wrong way around if I want to drink it this way. There we go. A nice thermos mug. Keeps the hot stuff hot and the cold stuff cold. So as the joke used to be when I was a kid, you put 2 cups of coffee and 3 scoops of ice cream in it. They'll be fine. God, that's a terrible joke. But yeah, I've got that. Some nice squash with ice cubes in it, and that's great. And I got my water. I've stopped drinking the tea and coffee for now, just because I didn't want to sweat on camera. Although I did have soup for lunch. Like, I never learn. Anyway, let's talk some player choice. We've got the results from round 2 to cover today. All the voting that has happened. But I'm going to play some games. And then we're probably... Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll actually do the results. And then we'll maybe play some games. Curious to hear what all y'all think on that. But let's go and jump in. Where's my button? That one. There we go. So yeah, we've been doing the voting. The voting's been up on the Google form. We had the Google form, which was linked to in the video. In fact, it's in the video description, I think, for this live stream right now. And so voting is closed, by the way. I am not looking at the results anymore. But also there is the community votes on the... We did the... Man, Tommy, brain is just not working today. We had the polls that were on the community tab. So yeah, we're gonna check that out. So here we are. This is where we are currently in the setup as we've established it. And so let me just quickly pull myself away from this right now. Yeah, so we got ourselves down to the last 16 games. And this is how it currently stands. We've got Fear versus BioShock, Half-Life versus Doom Eternal, BioShock Infinite versus Half-Life 2, SWAT 4 versus Doom 2016. Then over on the right-hand side in the UNSC conference, we had Left 4 Dead 2 versus Prey, Halo Combat Evolved versus Far Cry 3, Quake 3 Arena versus Halo 2, and then Rainbow Six Vegas against Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. And so yeah, it's been interesting to see the votes play out. Yeah, we still had a huge swathe of votes come in for this time around. The first round of this we got 10,000 votes. This time around, we've actually had over 7,000 votes come in for this whole phase of our weird and wonderful experiment. Let me quickly... I've just realised I have misplaced my notes. Where are they? There they are. Oh, I thought I made a note of just how many. I didn't, but I can quickly look it up. Like, how many exact votes did we get? Bear with me as I dig it up. We got a total of 7,190 votes for the second round. Comparing that to the first round, where we had 21,366 votes across it. Now, a big part of that is also just the fact that there is simply more things to vote on in the first round. But hey, we still had over 7,000 votes, so that's awesome. Good on you, all of you out there, voting for your favourite games. Some of this has been quite contentious, I have to say. It has been interesting to see some arguments properly breaking out over this, having a look at the results as they were coming in. But hey, let's quickly jump into it because there's a couple of very, very interesting ones. All right, so I'm just going to actually, all but two of them I'm going to announce straight away. We're just going to get right into it. Here we go. So, the best AI in a first-person shooter, round 2. Here are the results. Doom Eternal is out. It has lost out to the original Half-Life with a 60 to 40% vote. Half-Life took 60% of that vote. And that's it. Doom Eternal is no longer with us. Meanwhile, BioShock Infinite is out. Half-Life 2 stays in the running. Half-Life 2 got 66% of the vote here for this particular round. Next up, and then to wrap up this first set, I guess, here over on the UAC conference, is SWAT 4 against Doom 2016. SWAT 4 is out. Doom 2016 took 68% of the vote. So yeah, that's a pretty... These were quite interestingly, like, definitive. There wasn't really much of an argument going on here as to which game was going to make it through to the next round. It was quite clear. There was actually, I would only say there was 2 or 3 that were really close. We see one of them down below, but the top 3 there, by and large, it was very clear what one was going through. Now let's quickly have a look at the bottom. So first of all, Far Cry 3 is out. Halo Combat Evolved took 67.5% of the vote for this particular poll. So Halo is going to make its way through. Quake 3 is out as well, so that means that Halo 2 has made it through. Halo 2 had 64% of the vote versus Quake 3 Arena's 36%, so that means both Halo and Halo 2 are making it through. In much the same way, on the top row, that Half-Life and Half-Life 2 are making it through to the quarterfinals. And then, last but not least, Rainbow Six Vegas versus Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. Stalker takes the win. Rainbow Six Vegas is out. That was actually much closer than I expected. So yeah, Rainbow Six Vegas had a total of 42.6% of the vote versus Stalker's 57.41%, which was kind of neat. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Let me just quickly double check something on my... I want to make sure I haven't butchered something on my stream here and accidentally broke it. Awesome. Great. So yeah, there we go. Now there's 2 more big ones, and these were very, very interesting to see going down, and I figured I was originally going to announce them at the end of the stream, and I thought, nah, you know what, let's just not bury the lead, let's just get right into it. Here we go. First up, Left 4 Dead 2 versus Prey. This was again very, very close, but in the end, Prey actually made it through, which was a little surprise to me. I was quite interested to see that, but there we go. Let me just quickly get the numbers up, because I'm having trouble seeing it right here. There we go. Yep, so Left 4 Dead 2 got 47% of the vote versus Prey's 53%. It was a very, very tight one. But also, I would argue, and this is the one that you actually can't tell if you're looking at it, I think, on the screen right now. You have to actually rely on my data that I've got here. Fear versus BioShock. Quite possibly the most contentious vote here. Who does it go to? Drumroll. Fear made it through. 584 votes to BioShock's 579. That's 50.24% versus 49.76%. There was literally a difference of 5 votes in it. 5 votes. Absolutely insane. That was kind of bananas. I'm honestly really surprised that it was that close, but hey, there we go. So BioShock is out. Fear is still in the running, and with that, we now have our quarterfinals. Here's our quarterfinalists. So we're going to start these off next week, but the votes for the quarterfinals are Fear versus the original Half-Life, and then Half-Life 2 against Dooms. We have a very high chance of a Half-Life, one of the Half-Lives making it through into the semi-finals. And similarly, we have exactly the same thing over in the UNSC conference. Prey against Halo Combat Evolved, and Halo 2 versus Stalker. So I think we got some really interesting ones here. First of all, Fear versus Half-Life. That's going to be, I think that's going to be an interesting one. And then also Halo 2 versus Stalker. That's a hot one as well. I'm very excited to see how people vote for that. And yeah, that's the roundup. That's the results of round 2 of the voting. Thank you to everyone who's taken part in the votes and generally just had some fun with the shenanigans. But with that, we can now get into, well, I think we can now actually play some games. I was thinking I was going to play a couple of the games that have still made it through. Now, I'm trying to think. In previous streams, I've played Fear. I don't think I played Half-Life 2. And I played Prey and Halo, funnily enough. I'm thinking play a bit of Halo 2. Maybe a bit of Doom 2016. But then that's just an excuse for me to go and play Doom 2016. But on the other hand, I'm not really complaining about that. Let me just get comfy. Yummy. Right. Let me just jump back out of there and kill the presentation and all that jazz. Very excited to share that with you. But yeah, the Fear versus BioShock thing was absolutely bananas to me. Let me actually bring that up. I want to... And so also, in the interests of posterity, it's probably good that we bring this up very briefly. Because one of the things that, and critically, because everyone's been voting over in the polls, let me actually bring the polls up for you, is the difference is actually down to the Google form. The fact that we have the Google form that people fill out, because if we actually scroll down, BioShock was winning 51 to 49%. It actually got, but in the Google form, the difference was a 2-to-1 margin. Like in the Google form, Fear got 75% versus BioShock getting 25%. It was, yeah, it was a notable difference. But hey, we did it. It's all good. But I just thought I'd share that with you right now, because also this was getting, some people were just getting really frustrated at this. I really enjoy just reading some of the chat about this because people just get so angry. Let's see. CD Raf said, 4 weeks ago, the last time I played Fear was in the early 2010s. I still vividly remember certain AI encounters. I played through BioShock again last year when I got my Steam Deck and can't remember a single solitary fight that stood out. How are these even competing? And how is BioShock winning? Fear's AI beats BioShock's AI by a long shot, says TF7523. I suspect it's only losing in the poll because the younger gaming crowd doesn't know about and has never played Fear. You realise that those two games came out within a couple of years of each other, right? Like, BioShock isn't... I mean, I guess the one thing in BioShock's defense is it has been remastered and re-released, whereas Fear has not. But at the end of the day, they actually only came out, what, 2 years apart? Hang on. I can't remember. BioShock. Yeah, 2 years apart. 2007, the original BioShock came out. And Fear came out in 2005, did it not? Yes. So there's literally 2 years difference in it, but apparently it's the kids. Blame the Gen Zs. What else have we got here? Oh, I'm going to have a drink again from my super cool drink. Cyber Photography says the only way Fear is losing is if people are voting for nostalgia or story. over AI, which misses the entire point. I mean, I think that's been a recurring thread when we're trying to do this experiment. But hey, interesting to see those results. Interesting to see how it all turned out. But yeah, man, some people were getting very angry about that poll as it was rolling out. I'll be interested to see, particularly when we run the polls next week for the quarterfinals, because as we just discussed, we've got... Actually, quite a lot of these are old games, interestingly. Like the biggest age gap is probably between Prey and Halo. And then after that, it's Doom 2016 and Half-Life 2. But yeah, interesting stuff. Right. Let me go in. Where's my Steam? Oh, can't show you that. That's embargoed. There we go. Let's jump in here. Have ourselves a little play of the games. Once it loads up. I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're coping well with the heat. I'd be interested to see how hot it is elsewhere. Because the UK seems to be hot, but it's also kind of dying down a little bit, I think. Which is nice. Alright, here we go. Come in and play a little bit of Halo 2. Alrighty. Oh god, you have 107. Right, so this was something funny that actually happened not that long ago, was I was playing... so I have the Master Chief Collection on Steam. I think I got a copy of it like a while ago in a sale, because I was like, oh, it'd be useful to be able to play it on Steam sometimes, because I've had it on the Xbox for a very long time. And then literally as I was I booted it up for I think it was the first time, it must have been the first time I booted it up on Steam, and it's like, please enter your Xbox information. I'm like, alright, here's my Xbox ID, it's get to the chopper and all that sort of stuff. And then it's like, oh yeah, you've played this game for like 40 hours. Here's every single unlock that you got in the game. And it was just every single thing that I've unlocked previously, but also every Steam achievement triggered from when I unlocked them on Xbox. So it was just like, baroop, 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 and it didn't stop. And I'm just sitting there like, oh god, please make it stop, please make it stop. And it went for like 30 minutes, because I've played through all the Halo games on this, in this collection, so it wound up, it's just like, there's too much going on. It was stressful, I think. That's an accurate summation. Right. Okay, let's jump in. We're going to play a bit of Halo 2, weren't we? Because Halo 2's still in the running. Oh no, you're kidding. Hang on, I thought I installed that. Alright, fine. We're not playing that just now. We'll see how long it takes to do that. Maybe we go and play a bit of Halo while I'm waiting. I was going to say, does it actually tell you here? Or do I have to go into... Hang on, do I need to go into Steam and find it that way? Like, how long is it going to take to download? No, it's going. It's going. We got an ETA? 20 minutes. Alright. That's enough time to go and play a mission of the original Halo then. Oh, it's actually coming up at the top of the screen. 2% installed. Right, where were we when we were playing this before? Yeah, it was the Silent Cartographer. That was it. Probably the best, in my opinion, one of the best levels in the original Halo.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective.
Oh, hello.
Here are your orders.
Oh god, I just got an achievement.
Necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center.
Oh, why is that? Oh, that's laggy. What's going on?
Before the Covenant. And failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bolters.
Alright, we need to find a way to go to do this. Let's go that way, I think. Oh no! Ooh. That's where this literally happened. I was playing Mario Kart with my Mario Kart friends at lunch, and I missed the end of a platform by a tiny bit, and Lakitu was just like having none of it. Find the door's security override.
It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
Lads, shooting them, maybe? One of them? Any of them? Come on, come on, come on, come on, we can do it. Oh jeez, I better get out. Whew. Alrighty. Give me your needler, that'd be good. What else has he got? Oh, that gun's empty. Fine. Right. Oh, hello, lads. And so yeah, this was up against the original Far Cry, if you recall. So I'm not particularly surprised that Halo made its way in. Like, I think Far Cry is very good in the context of the... Alright lads, you guys good over here? Just chilling? Hey. Give me something. Right, there we go. I'll do. Like, Far Cry was very good with the encounter design and sort of the emergent aspect of it, but actually I would say in the moment-to-moment gameplay, like, Halo is a much stronger contender in that regard. So, alright, look where you're going, Tommy, come on. We can do it, come on lads. There we go. I don't know about you, but I was always this person that just, whenever I play Halo, I just try and get the warthogs everywhere, even the places they're not supposed to be. I'm like, yeah. If it's like quite clearly, oh, you're not supposed to drive a warthog there, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to drive a warthog there. I mean, I just killed a dude. That's because I got the warthog there. Alright. Also, because I'm pretty sure there's like, oh, what are they called? The heavy dudes are up here, so I'm thinking, if we can get the warthog up here, this might make my life a lot easier. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Uh-oh, I should keep moving. Ooh. Oh, we got one already. That's amazing. Good job, team. And... oh, we got them both. Brilliant. Right, I'm leaving you guys out here. Look after the car. Watch my car from me, mate. It's like, what? Yeah, I couldn't remember what the... There we go. Do. Oh no, that was a terminal. Didn't mean to do that. Ah, there we go. Get out. Alright, I think we need to take the car. Come on. Let's go. Get in! No! That's... Get in the car. I swear, I'm determined to see if I can just play this entire game just by getting these guys to do all the heavy lifting for me.
Let's roll.
In we go.
One alien down. Come on, keep it up. I'm on fire, baby.
Right.
You can't hide from me. Let's do it.
Indeed, yes, pack of hunters in this level, says Leon. Awesome. Ah, no.
Way to do it.
I'm just trying to remember where I'm supposed to go here, right? I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to go. I always find it funny with Halo, like there's some parts of Halo I remember absolutely vividly, and then there's other bits I'm like, I honestly don't remember where I'm supposed to be right now. There we go. Ah, yes, there we go. We gotta go down here. And there's another hunter in here, isn't there? Are they in here already? Yeah, they are. Run away. Come on, guy. You can do it. I don't have any ammo for that. That's a bad idea. Ooh. Maybe we bring him outside. Can you come? There we go. Come with me. Whoa! Jeez, he's very close. Oh no, he's killed my friends. How dare you? No! No! Oh, they're okay. They're okay. Phew. What's my stream complaining about? Don't know what the issue is there, but... Oh, there's a weapon locker. That's what I need. Oh, it's just an overshield. I thought maybe there was some weapons as well. Never mind. We'll take the overshield. That'll come in handy. Yeah, why is stream giving me jip? It's saying that there's an issue with the stream, but I'm not seeing any issue on my end, so I don't know what the problem is. We have a suboptimal bitrate. But hey. Alright, we're just going to keep on trucking and we'll see how we get on. Oh, I thought that was a hit. Never mind. Let's just leave this guy and run away. He'll get fed up. Oh, for goodness sake, he's not gave up yet.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system.
Yep. We'll do it as soon as he leaves me alone. There we go.
Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
Shaft. Hang on, how old am I? Alright, so now we need to double back to the room, go and do the thing, in the map room. Does the game tell me? No, it doesn't tell me how the installation's going while I'm playing it. Although actually I could just open up Steam. Actually, it's doing really well. It's just about finished downloading, so that's pretty good.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude!
Understood. We're on our way.
Oh. Stealthy hunters. Ah! Uh-oh, wrong button. I killed him though. That was something. Alrighty, so we need to double back. Actually.
Chief,
Take another.
Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against
Oh yeah,
hunters,
so
I thought
actually they'll do the weapon drop down there, won't
let's
they?
move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
Safer way down is over here if I remember right. Get another overshield, just as a... There we go. Yeah. Oh no, my friend died. No! Oh no, buddy. I'm so sorry. That was my fault. I shouldn't have led him to you. I'll take your ammo though. What else we got over here? Some health. Now we also have a rocket launcher. Oh crap. Tommy. I swear, sometimes I get really... I think the control setup for this game is a bit different from other games I have, other shooters I play on my PC, so occasionally I'm like throwing a grenade when I shouldn't. Like, ah, no! This is because I'm a console scrub. That's really what's going on here. Oh, hello. More dead people. You guys have more stuff for me? More gun bullets. Brilliant. Right, let's head back to where we were earlier. We can now make our way in, and actually at this point I'm pretty sure Halo 2 is also going to be installed, which is also nice. Oh, that tree did not have collisions there, I panicked. Oh, the game is ready to play. Good. It's just updated. Oh crap. Is it just the one? Nope, it's two of them. Why am I doing this? I have a rocket launcher. Expressly for this purpose. You still standing? No. Good job. Alrighty. Cool, let's get in there. Find what we're after. Hope you're all doing well with it. I hope everyone else is doing good with the heat. It's actually a bit better today. Yesterday was quite bad here. I think the last couple of days here have been quite bad, but wasn't too bad today, thankfully. There we go. The door is open. Now, isn't there an elite kicking about with a cloak and an energy sword? Or am I just misremembering? All right. It's a long way down. Let us get there. Oh yeah, because I think we did this on a bit on the last stream that we did. Well, the last stream that we played Halo, I think we actually got a certain distance in here, but interestingly, my save data doesn't support that theory. Oi. Ooh. Unlike a lot of other shooters, I do think that actually a lot of Halo's core combat has... I wouldn't say it's aged... I think it's aged gracefully, in the sense that it's still quite fun to play, despite it is quite dated now, but at the same time, it still feels pretty good. Oh, ow. Grateful I kept these kicking about. Hey. Yeah, like, it doesn't feel as contemporary as it used to. Like, Halo is kind of... And I think this is also kind of an interesting reflection of how the fans have treated Halo since, in that it is a very particular snapshot in gaming history in terms of how shooters are designed and how shooters play. And it's still good, it's still fun, but at the same time, it's also... It does feel quite dated nowadays, and so I think, particularly looking at the likes of Halo Infinite, which is a game that I actually quite like, it's kind of caught between these two realities of being a game that fans want it to play a lot like Halo of old, while also maybe not acknowledging that Halo also needs to evolve. Evolve its combat, one might say. Right. Let's keep going.
There. That hollow panel
That's quite funny.
activate the map.
Oh, and oh no, it's out. Silent cartographer activated.
Halo's control center is located there.
Start thinking about getting out of here now.
There appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation.
I was going to say, what's the button to swap the graphics palette?
The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Couldn't remember how you did it on controller, on keyboard rather.
Establish contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Affirmative. Phone hammer out.
It's about to kick off, I think. It is kicked off. No, that's an elite. Where's that coming from? Oh, hello. That was cold. You know, I was just thinking there, like, this is probably still one of, or at least the level that I remember the most. If you happen to hear the ice cream van outside, enjoy. But I remember, I was like, why is it that this particular level is actually the level of Halo that of the original Halo that I remember more than anything? And then I remembered when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, I was like 18, 19, going, I was pushing 20, I think. Oh, here's the funny part. I can never remember how you get back up there. There was, when Halo came out, or the Xbox in general came out, they were really trying to push the console. And one of the ways that they pushed it was that they had, you used to go into game stores, video game stores, and find demo units set up. And I remember there was a game store in Glasgow I used to go to on the regular. It's not far enough, Tommy. There we go. There was a game store in Glasgow I used to go to on the regular. I think there was a couple of game stores actually I used to visit. Some of them literally called Game. This was also back when Electronics Boutique was still a thing in the UK. Even though it's, EB is a thing in the US, it was also actually a thing in the UK for a long time. And then I think Game bought them up. But anyhow, they used to have like original Xbox consoles lying out and like demo units, and the demo game that they would always have on them is Halo. And I think, I'm not sure if it was a retail copy or if it was just a demo, but more often than not, the level of Halo, if you were able to play it, would be the silent cartographer. There we go. Lie down. So even though it's been a few years and I don't remember the levels precisely, I probably have a stronger memory of the silent cartographer, more so than any other level in Halo Combat Evolved. That's him dead. Nearly back at the top. I can just remember, how I get there. That'd be great. Take all these, thank you very much. Ow, just a sore. Right. Oh, come on. Where are these guys coming from and how am I missing them all? Excuse me. Oofed. That was a little unexpected. Ah, there it is, the door. I'm like, there's a door somewhere. I just can't remember where it is. Where is my door? Oh, hang on a second. Bear with me. I appreciate it, thank you. No, I'm good. Alright, we're all good. My partner heard me coughing and immediately went into a panic. So, fun fact, it is a recurring problem around here that I find myself coughing and spluttering. Sometimes I'm a little too enthusiastic to drink my drink or eat my food or whatever, and so sometimes I will choke a little bit because it goes down the wrong way or whatever. And my partner gets very freaked out when that happens. Mostly this is all dating to one particular incident involving a pack of candy where I may well have nearly choked to death. Subsequently, it's now like, oh god, don't let him do it. Right, hang on. door. This is the bit with the silent cartographer that always bugs me, is I get really confused and can't remember my way out. See? I'm like, hang on. I always find the level layout is not as natural to my brain. I'm like, yeah, because like I'm thinking there should be a door somewhere. Ah. Oh, that's the door there. Oh, I think it's this one. Yep, it's this one, because there's a guy with an energy sword? Energy sword. Did he drop it? He didn't give me the energy sword. What an inconsiderate schmuck. Oi! Alright. Oh jeez, I've actually got a lot less health than I thought I did. That's probably because of the
Cortana to Echo 419.
panic.
The chief and I are topside, requesting pickup.
Uh-oh.
Roger, on my way.
I see you. I didn't see you though. Excuse me. You, fancy letting me on board? That'd be grand.
Let's get moving. Bowhammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan.
So yeah, when I started coughing there and I muted my microphone briefly just so I could have a little cough and a choke, within a minute, like, my partner's
The Covenant
at
did
the...
a thorough seismic scan.
in the
Find out
doorway,
if
just
shows
like,
halos
do I need to hit you in the
outfitted
back?
tunnels,
Like-
which circle the whole ring.
I hope you
Yeah,
didn't
not my
know
finest
about
moment,
money,
I'll
Cortana.
concede.
This pelican won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Philhammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
Good stuff. Oh, this is the assault in the control room level. Right, well, let's stop it there. I think. Let's back out and go and double check on the Halo 2 campaign, because I did want to play a bit of Halo 2. Never remember, because I was just thinking, why is it that the campaign isn't installed? I installed this on my Steam Deck. The Halo 2 campaign's on my Steam Deck, it's not on. There we go. So... I was going to say Metropolis is always one of my favourite levels from Halo 2. Delta Halo is not bad. But nah, I think, yeah, Metropolis. Metropolis is kind of one of my favourites, because it's also the one where you jump on the Scarab and you fight on the Scarab, which I always thought was quite dope. So yeah. Let's pick. Normal options. I don't think, have I actually? Oh, I do have quite a few skulls. Yeah, let's just play it on normal difficulty. I'm not here to show off. Also, I'm not that exciting to watch when I play on harder difficulties, because I tend to just hide around the corner and snipe. So, anyhow. Joys of streaming with the window open as I've got bugs coming in. Yummy. Yeah, so I think we'll stream for about 2 hours today, so we'll wrap it up about 6. It's a shame I've not been streaming as much as I would like. I want to try and stream a little bit more. It's just I am currently very busy with a lot of different video projects and non-video projects. Oh hey, always love this cutscene.
Blew right through us. 50 cal rockets didn't do a thing.
the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine?
No, sir.
Then listen up. The chief is gonna jump in this tank, roll across the bridge, and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with it.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank. He never gets me anything.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Slightly sexist, but you know. Always just love the wee guy who's just like, oh my god, we don't know what to do. And it's like, it's fine, calm down. Right. Let's get in the Scorpion.
Hold on in.
That's why I like playing this bit. You can blow people up with a tank. There's still these. I think this is also, to its credit, one of the things that still makes Halo 2 really good is that, and I'll say that probably I think probably out of all the Halo, I actually probably prefer some of the later Halos, but I think Halo 2 is quite notable in that it just does things that actually a lot of more contemporary shooters don't actually do anymore. Like the ability to hop in and out of vehicles, and the ability for character AI to like support you in combat and stuff like that. What's he shooting at? Oh. Uh-oh. I'm an idiot.
This is serious, man. Fine.
I'll leave you to shoot him.
One more for me.
Stupid Banshee needs taken care of. Right. Thought you were dead. There we go. Oh yeah, this could have gone better. Tank's in a pretty bad state. Leon asks, considering the channel name question for everyone, can anyone think of an RTS game which had different AI behaviour that would change personality in missions or scenarios? The only one I can think of off the top of my head, and we did a video about it, was Halo Wars 2, in that the commanders have different personalities and that they will behave differently depending on the objective type that they're dealing with. Oh, oi, oi, oi. Alright, I think we might have to do some sniping here. Ah, son of a... There we go. That thing's gonna drop a Banshee, isn't it? Oh no, it did. Oh yeah, it did. And a couple of ghosts.
Got a ghost!
Nicely done.
Oh, guys, we're wasting it now.
You felt that one.
Be careful, mate.
Nice.
Hey, there's another one. We got trouble.
Oh, oh. Ah, physics. Gotta love it. Whoa. This poor tank has seen better days, I have to admit. I need to still finish setting up the camera and everything else for the streams. We're getting there. It's slowly coming together, I feel. Oh, hello. Get out of my way. Uh-oh. All right. Oh crap. Oh crap. Ooh. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. You know what I also need to do? I need to catch up with everything that's been going on with Summer Game Fest / not E3. I still haven't quite caught up with everything that's been announced, or like I saw a lot of the summaries, but I haven't watched a lot of the trailers yet. Need to compile some thoughts on what I think might be the most interesting stuff that was there. I think it's been a bit of a quiet year though. Doesn't seem like there was a lot of like big announcements that really caught the internet's eye. There was some interesting stuff, certainly, but doesn't seem like it was as hype-filled as previous years. Alrighty. Let's get out there and have a little look around. A little look-see. Right. There we go.
It's tight quarters on the other side, sir. Use this.
Hey, who had that shotgun? Where'd you go? I want my shotgun. Fine.
What's the matter, you mongrel? Scared?
Can you give me that or not? There we go. Swap.
Right away.
Got your back, sir.
Yeah, I know my shields are down. Oofed. There we go. He seems to be having a bit of a brain fart there.
Is it over?
Well, alrighty.
Eyes open, let's go.
Sure.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, that's the way.
Weird lag spikes there. Evil Pair, has there been any particularly novel AI applications in recent titles that have caught your eye? Nothing. I'm trying to think of anything that I've played that's came out recently that really caught my attention. I still need to get on with playing the Resident Evil 4 remake. I've just finished the Dead Space one, which I thought was fine. It was quite competent. Funnily enough, you're saying about, let's see, what was it? Deathloop. Deathloop I really need to get back to. Deathloop was a game that I thought was conceptually quite interesting, and then I struggled to stick with it. I think the core loop wasn't hooking me as much as I would have liked. Yeah, come on, come on. What else is he saying? Not as good as the brain farts I can induce in Sniper Elite 2. The ambush level, I've literally crashed the AI because of all the mines and explosions. Nice. Sniper Elite also strikes me as a game that I should really try and get into more. Feel like that's something that would... It looks like something that should scratch all the right... the right parts of my brain for me. But yeah, there's nothing... Actually, nothing recently that's... or that was recently released, but then I haven't played an awful lot of recently released games. I'm actually really excited for... so I think it's actually out, I think, next week is Trepang 2. Which is published by Team 17, and it is basically a let me on it. There we go. And it's sort of... No, you don't. Oh, you bugger. Oh, crap. Oh! Yeah, so Trepang 2 is basically a sort of spiritual successor to Fear. So I'm quite interested in it on that alone. And the trailers for it look really, really interesting. They look quite exciting. And it has that kind of kinetic vibe of that you often experience when playing Fear. Like the slow-mo, the running around. But it has this kind of greater sense of connectivity. Or like connectivity? That's the word I'm looking for. Connectivity. Versus the original Fear. It feels kind of interestingly... It looks interestingly modern. While embracing everything that Fear did really well with kind of intense gunfights and sort of the intense gunfights, the slow-mo, all that. So I'm really keen to try it out. Fingers crossed I might actually be getting a key sent over for that one. And we might have a review on it for Smoke and Mirrors in the coming weeks. Actually, you know, I was trying to say, probably the most impressive AI that I've actually spotted in recent memory, and it's very understated, is actually I've been playing an inordinate amount of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm about 55, 60 hours into Tears of the Kingdom right now. And, like, it's a very understated thing, because it's not really the focus of the game, but I'm always kind of surprised by just how well put together the enemy AI is in that game. Who? Somebody just said they need me on the gun. Oh, right, there we go. How you doing, buddy? Like, I was even actually playing it recently, and I was at lunchtime, and I noticed that you can actually cause the construct enemies to fight with the moblins, which I'd never tried to do before. And then... Dude, come on, come on. Let's go. But yeah, just like making the enemies fight with each other, and then like watching them respond to local phenomena, and then like... Because there is a... You can play Zelda in an interestingly kind of stealthy way, which is kind of neat. What is the matter with you, buddy? seems to be just really struggling with his pathing. We got there in the end. Gets us into the city streets, doesn't it? There we go.
Get on out here so I can smoke you. Nice ride.
And then more banshees round the corner, if I remember right. Ooh.
You got a ghost inbound.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the Wraiths. They're the biggest threat.
Sorry, wraiths. They're not banshees.
Get each other's backs, people.
More of them. Leon says if you want to try out Sniper Elite, give it a go. Sniper Elite 4 is probably your best entry point. Okay. Sniper Elite 5 went full Hitman. 4 still has the old Sniper Elite spirit. Actually, I'm pretty sure my buddy Matt, I'm trying to think, he played a bit of Sniper Elite. I just can't remember which one he played. I should probably check it out with him and find out. Like, hey, what were you playing? Alright, that's enough.
Sir,
What's up, buddy?
Corporal Perez, A Company. CP's this way. The lieutenant got hit as soon as we dropped in.
Move along.
Who's in charge now, Corporal?
Sergeant.
That's another terminal.
Ma'am, he's up top. Come on, I'll show you.
When I asked for reinforcements, I didn't think they'd send a Spartan.
We got trouble. See this look? It's terror.
Marine, did I give you permission to bitch? I don't think it's stopping. Get their heads down.
Sir, Corporal Perez, A Company. CP's this way.
Best time here.
The lieutenant got hit as soon as we
there.
dropped in.
Who's in charge now, Corporal?
Sergeant Banks, ma'am. He's up top. Come on, I'll show you.
When I asked for reinforcements, I didn't think they'd send a Spartan.
We got trouble. See this look? It's terror.
Marine, did I give you permission to bitch?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's try and admire the Scarab from a safer distance. When did I nuke myself? There we go. See this? Danger zone, right here.
It's over here, sir.
What's up, buddy? Let's do this. Need some ammo. Right. Let's jump down any second now. Oh, good. Headshots. Uh-oh. How you doing? Oh god, more of them. Ah, I thought I still had ammo for this. Nope, that's bad. I need more ammo. There we go. Whew. Right, now there's... Whoa.
Can't go any further this way. We have it tracked.
Isn't there another guy in here? I thought there was a guy with an energy sword. Or is that after this cutscene?
That's right, you mothers! Run!
Not if we can help it, Sergeant.
Extract the chief and return to an amberclad.
Roger that. Status.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander. All Vector 2 heavies for star side intercept.
Bam! Slip space rupture off the target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no time, sir.
Green light. Green light to engage.
Punch it. Get us close.
I'm gonna say, doesn't when this goes off, when they do the slipstream jump,
We are not losing that ship.
does that not like blow up and then like destroy the city? Or am I imagining things? No, I'm not imagining things, yeah. That's nasty. Oh no, we're not doing the Arbiter mission. The Arbiter mission's a bit of a... That's a bit of a damp squib, that one. Right, so I think we got a little bit more of today. So I think we'll jump over and we'll play another one of the games that's still in contention. Which I think I was going to play some Doom. I wanted to play a bit of Doom 2016. So let me sort some of that out for you. I'm gonna quit out of that. And then, yeah. Ah, good stuff. You know what, actually, while I'm not doing this, I should just make sure good excuse, says Evil Pair, good excuse to work from home if your office doesn't exist anymore. That's a pretty good one, I'd say. That's a pretty good one. Let's see, missions. Right, I'm just gonna make sure I've installed the campaign for all the other Halos. For some reason I had the multiplayer for Halo Reach installed, which I've never played it. Or I haven't played it in a very long time. Funnily enough, actually, that should be something I should do at some point, just for fun, is just stream Halo Reach. Because I realised Halo Reach is the only... Oh, actually, technically I haven't finished Infinite yet, but it's the only Bungie Halo game I've never actually finished. I played about 2/3 of Halo Reach back in the day, and then I haven't went back to play it since. So yeah, I've never actually finished that one. It'd be interesting to go back and give it a go. Alright, we'll set off those downloads. Oh, Modern Warfare 2 got updated. Must be the new season. I'll find out soon enough. A couple of my friends are very big into Call of Duty these days. Again, actually, because they haven't been in Call of Duty for a long time, but then the recent, Modern Warfare 2 has kind of, it brought us all back, actually. I was playing quite a bit of Modern Warfare 2 when it came out too. Generally thought it was alright. Right, let's jump in. That is the wrong screen to be trying to open that game on. Brilliant. It's opened it windowed on the wrong monitor. Which I didn't think it would do. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Could you, like, respond to any input? That would be great. Fine. You know, the one good thing that actually came from... So I tend to work from home most days of the week. About 3 to 4 days of the week I work from home. The one day I don't is on a Monday, which is good in the context of the job that I'm doing, because I get to work with the rest of the development team in the studio, and we're having a lot of meetings, and having all those meetings in person is much better than doing them from at home. But also it means you got to go into London and on a Monday morning, and that sucks. And particularly on Monday, because... So, fun fact, if you're watching this and you're not British, Britain is notoriously bad when we have any sort of heat that a lot of just everything just falls apart by and large. A borderless window on a wrong resolution on the wrong monitor. So I need to... Let's see if we can... There we go. That's much better. Let me just double check that is going to successfully go over. Well, let's try it. And then see if that's enough. No. Let's do a full screen. Don't really know why we're doing. I think we need to do V-Sync on this monitor. I think we're good in that regard. Alright, so it's not actually appearing. Silly thing. Oh, it's trying to capture the wrong window still. Why is it doing that? That's so weird. Right, try that. Are you gonna capture that for me, maybe? There we go. What a pain. Oh, I was at the Foundry. Oh, because I was trying to play this on my Steam Deck a while ago. Right, yes, Leon, I think you've just successfully summarised everything I was about to say, that we ain't built for heat. We're just not keeping it in. Actually, you can say keeping it in. Yes, I don't even agree with that sentiment. Like, British houses are notoriously bad for not being able to handle heat. We just don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to restart that mission from the start, because I like the Foundry. It's one of my favourite levels. During the winter, sometimes a lot of our houses aren't very good at keeping it in. I think this place isn't bad. But then we've only lived here for about 3 months, so we actually don't know yet what it's going to be like in the winter. But in the summer, like in general, like British housing is terrible at figuring out. Let's see. Let's spend some mod points. And yeah. Yeah, but British houses are terrible at keeping the heat out. Like, we don't do air conditioning. Or like ceiling fans or anything like that. Like, funnily enough, my partner and I are investigating getting air conditioning installed in this house, and people are like, oh wow, look at you, you're fancy. It's like, no, like, we need it because, you know, global warming is making heat waves in the UK get worse and worse, and our houses are just not built for it. So we really need it. Evil Pit, I'm in the middle of the US. Weather's been perfect. Been working from home every day for months. I was doing narrative and tech design for Disney. That's cool. Just got laid off this week, which that's not so cool. My sympathies. I hope things go better. But I got my first interview today. Well, best of luck. I hope that goes well. Let's see. What am I going to get? I want the tactical. Nah, I want the micro missiles. Yeah, the middle of the US is, that's the thing, like, so I spent a bit of time in the middle of the US. I went to college out there, actually. And everything's just built for supporting that sort of thing. It's like, alright, well, we've got a heat wave coming in, everyone has air conditioning. Sure, it might not be perfect, but there's air conditioning. Oh, I missed glory killing things. But yeah, like, even it's only about, I want to say it's only about 75, 80 Fahrenheit, I think. I'm trying to remember the math in my head right now. But 80, we're in the mid 80s, I think, here in the UK right now. Hang on, not that, but high 80s, I would say, Fahrenheit. And yeah, just already it's proving unbearable. Last year we broke 100, we were about 104, 105 Fahrenheit, which, yeah, like, the UK is not built for that at all. And everyone really struggled for a couple of days, and after that we were really like, hey, we definitely need to get air conditioning sorted out. Like, the heating in this house is fine, like, so when the winter's coming, I'm not worried about that, but the summer, so we've not been here long, but already we're kind of like trying to investigate how we can. We've actually got folk coming round to do a spec for us to let us know how much it would cost us to do all that. But yeah, shaking off the scaries, enjoying the stream. But yeah, best of luck with the interview. It's always, I think, particularly when you've been working somewhere for a long time as well, and then you go and do an interview for the first time in a while, I think that can be quite intimidating. But yeah, I had a similar experience not that long ago. I've been doing, like, the last couple of gigs I've done, like industry gigs and stuff. I do a lot of contract work these days. Has been often down to, oh hey, we know you from such and such or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool, thank you. And then, like, that's how we end up initiating. And so there's literally 2 projects that are coming out on the YouTube channel in the next few weeks that came off the back of people knowing who I was already, which was kind of neat. I forget, where's the... No, I've only got one. Item awareness. Yeah, up my DPI a little here. Power up effectiveness, where power up wears off a damaging blast. Nah. You know what, I might just... No, I'll just do the auto map one. Also, I'm so used to playing Doom Eternal of late that I keep expecting to be able to, like, do a double jump and a dash and stuff, and I can't do it, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Cool. You know, I think more so than the second Doom, more so than Doom Eternal, I think this one does a really good job of balancing the seriousness of it with the kind of slight tongue-in-cheek wit. I think the second one leads too much into parody, but this one, I think they get the balance of it just down pretty well, which is quite funny. But yeah, so I was, funnily enough, like I was saying, I actually wound up doing an interview not that long ago for something that I think it's going to happen. So I had a company reach out and they were interested in talking to me about doing a project of some sort, and we've been kind of umming and ahhing about the logistics, but it sounds like it's going to come about, which is quite exciting. But a couple of instances like that where you do an interview and you're like, oh god, that's a little intimidating when you haven't done one for a while. I count my blessings in some regard that the last few years, a lot of the work that's came my way has either been folks I know in games and tech who already know me, who reach out, or like one of the kind of benefits of having this is a completely unintended thing, but it's very much where my life is that there's a lot of benefits that come from just having the YouTube channel, because it kind of almost acts as a resume of sorts, which is kind of, it's a weird thing. But it means certain opportunities are coming my way now by virtue of it, which is, I'm very grateful for, you know. It's a, like I said, when I quit my job last year and I started doing this full time, it was, I found it quite jarring that I could do this sort of thing, but hey, I'm leaning into it. Oh crap. Right, I forget. What's the button for the grenade? Oh crap, 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 crap. What is the button for the grenade? There's a crouch button? Never use it. Oh, is it shift? Control, there we go. Now I've wasted it. And he's dead now, so it's fine. Leon says, Doom Eternal was a sledgehammer blow to the face after a sledgehammer blow to the face. It wasn't subtle and it was a lot more forced. See, we're being funny. See, funny over the... Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Like, I found that this game, writing like that is a very fine balance where it comes across either as dismissive or disrespectful of your audience because you think they're too dumb to get the joke, or so out of touch that there's no way that they're going to get the joke. And yeah, I always found that in Doom Eternal in particular very, very weird. I made an entire video about it. Like, actually, my design dive episode on Doom Eternal was essentially my way of processing the fact that I don't like Doom Eternal as much as I would like. And it was like, how do I come to terms with that? And so I ended up going away and making a video about it. Because I think it is mechanically, narratively, and actually in every sense, it is not as strong as this one is. It does a lot of very interesting things on a mechanical level that I would love, that I really enjoyed and what have you, but I feel like the approach they took with it just... Thank you, free health. There we go. Ah, little Doom door sound. Ah, this game still looks really good. This game's 7 years old. It's nuts. Let's just trigger it. Let's not stand about on ceremony. Give me that. Yeah. Yeah, right now I really want to be able to use my flamethrower and get armor, because my brain's like kind of wired to play Doom Eternal. No, I don't have any of that. Fine. Nice, nice, nice. 2 down, 2 to go.
Demonic threat reduced by 50.
Lives in Wonderland says, I like the Doom reboot mode. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Not to say that Eternal's a bad game. I think Eternal is still a pretty good game, but I think as a package overall, I have replayed this game several times over, to the point that I apparently don't have a save file on Steam. That's giving something away. Did I delete the old one? Oh no! Oh, that's annoying. I don't like the platforming though. There's only so many times you can laugh at the Cacodemon swallowing the grenade. Yeah, like the first couple of times you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's quite cute, and then afterwards it's like, alright, go.
Demonic threat reduced by 50%.
Right, it's a very, like that there, demonic threat is reduced by 50. Like, how do you measure demonic threat? Like, it's a funny line. I quite like that. Evil Pair. This game does a good job of leaning into the absurdity of its premise and letting that be the source of the comedy. The moment with the arm sliding down the interface. Right. Like the arm sliding down the interface, the whole demonic invasion in progress. It's like, it's just absurd enough that when you stop and think about it, you go, what? Whereas, yeah, Eternal goes all ham, and I think that's just overkill. Right, I don't have the blue key card yet. I need to go this way.
Warning, core temperature rising.
There we go. Thank you very much. Also, from a gameplay perspective, and I'm going to point this out forevermore, the thing that still bugs me more than anything about Doom Eternal is the pistol. The fact that the shotgun is the base weapon, but for some reason you also can't just melee someone to death. Like, you have to glory kill them. Like, so even the basic zombies, you can't just punch them to death, you have to glory kill them. That drives me bananas. I kind of like the fact that the pistol here was like this infinite weapon that you could have as a fallback, because it's all about resource management. And so really, if you fall back onto your pistol, it's actually a sign that you've not been fighting as optimally as you could have. Lives in Wonderland says, also, I wish this game had also been called Quake instead of Doom. Quake always had an emphasis on platforming. Doom 1 to 3 barely bothered with jumping. Well, in Doom 1 and 2, you couldn't jump because, yeah, they hadn't figured out how to implement that yet. Evil Pair, it's using ludonarrative dissonance as comedy rather than telling jokes. Yes, that's, well, can clearly tell that, you know, you're working in narrative. Because you're able to quite succinctly put it. Right, hang on. How have I not got any of the keys? Have I missed a dude with a key somewhere? Right, hang on. So that door doesn't open yet because we need to go in. I think we need to find the dude with the yellow key. Right, let's go for a wander. Find out what I missed. Eternal also forced a lot of mechanics. The ammo chainsaw loop, the flamethrower and grenade launcher. It's forced you to play the devs' way and only their way, ham-fisted railroading. Yes, absolutely. That was also a big part of my video on that game, was that I said that's one of the biggest problems that Doom Eternal has, in that you have to play Doom Eternal. Because actually, and I deliberately picked out an interview that one of the lead, was it, not Marty, is it Marty Stratton? I forget. Has with, there's the yellow key card, with Danny O'Dwyer over on the No Clip podcast, and they were talking specifically about the right way, and saying how when, you know, in previews and stuff like that, when the game was being previewed, they were a little disheartened at people playing the game the wrong way. And it's like, that's not really, like, yeah, on one hand, yes, there is a way that you want people to play it, but actually what you really want is to give people the creative freedom to play a game however they so wish. You know, because he said, oh yeah, like really a lot of people just use the super shotgun and spam that, and that's how they played it. And it's like, well, some people, you know, that's how people are going to play it. Let them play it like that. Like, it allows for more tactical affordancy, because you can try out doing things. What if can I beat the entire game just using the pistol? Can I beat the entire game just using shotgun shells? You know, whereas Doom Eternal actually railroads you specifically into this concept of you actually can't do a lot of these things because it's kind of impossible. Like, I think the weakness system is actually a really good example of what they did right. You know, it's, oh hey, this character is vulnerable. Hey, hang on a minute, you had... What is going on? Did you see that? He was ready for a glory kill and then, like, popped out of it. That was a weird bug. There we go. Where was I? Yeah, so I think particularly Eternal has this problem where it doesn't give the players... trust the players to do the things that they want to do. And I think things like the fact that you can have different but the weaknesses, I think, on the enemies is a really smart move, because it makes you think a little harder about what weapon to use in the heat of the moment. That's not the weapon button that I wanted. There we go. So like when you see an enemy come out, like an arachnotron, and you go, right, I need the assault rifle with the scope because I'm going to blast off the cannon on the top and that'll weaken it. Right, then after that I'm going to change over to the plasma rifle and deal a massive amount of damage and do the shockwave thing when it gets too close, because you're going to change its behavior. And I thought that was fantastic. I thought that was a really clever way to approach it. But it seemed like they were so adamant and saying, no, this is how you defeat every enemy. It's like, no, give me the option to do it. And actually, what would have been more interesting is if you layered it with more and more options that I didn't know about straight away and I learned through experimentation. Like, these are interesting combinations that you can use, and it becomes a dynamic, it's a more emergent property of the gameplay. But yeah, I don't think... they really figured out how to nail that. You know, actually, because Evil Pair says they never finished Eternal. I have not went back and played the... Is it the expansion? There's an expansion for it. The old Ancient Gods, that's it. I own it. I haven't... Oh, jeez. This guy again. God, I'm feeling very Doom 3 here. I'm just walking backwards, shooting something. There we go.
Demonic threat reduced by 75%.
Map data. Thank you. Lukey. There we go. Whee!
Is the foundation to our success. With you, we will establish a new era and move humanity into the future.
There we go. Thank you very much. Wrong button. I keep doing this to myself. Come here. Actually, save that for later. Smash. Come here. Give me your ammo. Yummy. Nice and easy. That you dealt with. Ah. Like, funnily enough, so we're talking a little bit already about, you know, AI, what makes these games click, what makes them good, etc. Like, we were talking already about Halo. It does a lot with kind of interesting archetypes, the ability to hop in and out of vehicles and stuff. I think, because of course, this Doom is still in the running. I think this Doom does a really good job of just creating interesting encounters in a variety of different gameplay spaces. And I think that's what really helps sell this game just as much as other Dooms over the years, in that you'll come into an environment like this and it creates, it goes, we're going to use these characters. It's very similar to Halo in that sense, that it's like we're going to create an encounter, we're going to put these enemies in this space, and we have systems in place to make that encounter interesting with those characters when you fight them. So it's like, alright, the imps, for example. The imps are going to do ranged attacks, but they're also kind of going to run around and get in my face on occasion. We've also got some of the soldier dudes who are just going to generally be a pain in the ass. And then after this, the Hell Knights are going to turn up. So the imps are doing ranged attacks, but the aim isn't perfect, as you can see. And of course, if you remember from the video that I made, their aim is actually going to be based on how fast I'm moving and whether or not I'm adhering to the push forward combat philosophy. If I'm going too slow, I'm easier to be hit. And again, the same thing, like you've got these, the soldier dudes as well. They'll do more damage on me, I think, if they line up the shot, but they take longer to charge it up. And then, of course, you got these buggers. Ow, I think he just punched me. Come on. Isn't there another one, or am I just going crazy? Nope. Take it back. I thought the fight was over. It has just begun. Also, I keep forgetting how much of this soundtrack I know because I often listen to it in the gym. I'm trying not to hum the music as I play. That's enough out of you. Oh, out of ammo in that bad boy. Where are you going?
The core temperature is now stabilized.
I know the core temperature stabilized. Open the bloody door.
The primary control room has been activated somewhere nearby. It could be Olivia.
Right, oh, I've only got the one. No. Keep that for later. Oh no, that door did open. Ouvrez la porte. Oh, it's Tilda Swinton.
Olivia Pierce. Alpha 4, 0, too.
She has locked me out, Dr. Hayden.
All power rerouted to Argent Energy Tower.
She is trying to tear open the portal between our world and theirs.
You could not have saved her anyway.
I think we need to shoot you in the face, Hen. You're not doing a very good job. It's enough of you and you.
The system won't allow anyone but Olivia to override it now. We will have to shut down the Argent Tower manually from the surface.
Fine. Oh, that's not bad. I almost got all the full load of combat grades, even though I wasn't really trying. Ah, missed an elite guard. And all the secrets, bar one. Yeah, I would have streamed in the evening today, but I actually have gym to do this evening. Gotta go and exercise, stay in shape. Healthy body, healthy mind, all that jazz. Ooh, emails are coming in. Oh, I thought these were interesting emails. It's mostly spam. Ooh. An update, though, on the 50 Years of Text games, which I supported on Kickstarter a while ago. Looking forward to that. I'll probably be wrapping up the stream, actually, in the next couple of minutes, because gotta go get my dinner on. Oops, did it again.
Olivia is using the tower to drill a doorway into their world. You can prevent her from opening the gate by disabling the tower induction filters.
By disabling the tower induction filters. Like, okay. Which is also, I think, one of the funny things, because, like, everyone just explains everything to him in quite a lot of detail. Oh, you need to be doing this, you need to do this, and he's like, whatevs, man, I'm just gonna smash everything. It's like, oh, you could just delicately do the thing, and then that'll take the thing out, and he's just like, smash, smash. I'm the Doomslayer, I don't give a shit. Oh no. Saved by probably someone who focus tested that into an oblivion. Oh yeah, they're up top. I can't be bothered doing. I just want to get into the fighty fight for the remaining couple of minutes of the stream. So let's do that. Oh, hello. Yummy. So yeah, we'll have a new episode of Artifacts out this weekend, which does actually also have some audience participation at the end. So stick around for that. Really keen to get y'all to watch that video and also take part in the extra bit that'll appear at the end. Then we should hopefully, well, we're going to have some extra videos this month, which are external projects, as it were. I've been given some early access to some fun new stuff, so we're going to have a little look at that. And then hopefully we should also have an episode of AI in Games in the next couple of weeks as well. Whether I get it done by the end of June, I don't know yet, because I am off to the AI and Games Summer School, which is going to be running in Cambridge here in the UK in a couple of weeks' time, and that is going to be, I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff for that. I think I'm hosting a panel, but also doing a lot of video stuff, which we'll be using to and we'll be doing a video about it on AI and Games Plus as well later in July, where I'll be able to kind of fill people in, explain a little bit about what the summer school is about and what goes down at those kind of events. Much like in the same way that I did with my recent here on AI and Games Plus, I did my GDC vlog. So we'll do something of a similar nature, I think, for the summer school. Which I'm just finalising that with the summer school people at the moment, but that seems like that's the plan as to what we're going to do. Ooh. Yes, thanks, Leon. I'm actually hosting it. I'm not actually speaking in the panel, but I'll actually be chairing it with some of our speakers from at the summer school. So it's a little... I can't tell if that actually should make me more or less stressed than I am. I remember I was... Actually, I'll tell you one where I was quite stressed doing a panel. I was invited to do a panel at Game AI North in my brain says 2018. I think that's right. In Copenhagen, and I was invited to do that talk. And I was a little anxious about it because I was asked to come in, but the organisers were like, "Yeah, you'd be great for this. We're just talking about, like, you know, creating entertaining and engaging characters in video games and all that jazz." And I'm like, well, I know a thing or two about that. But I was sitting on the panel with Jörg Reisig, who was formerly at Jaeger and worked on Spec Ops The Line, and Alicia Ledecker, who was previously an AI lead, straight up AI lead on the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I was slightly terrified of being on a panel with two people that seemed, you know, they're like top of their game, working on high profile projects and stuff, and I'm just a schmuck on the internet who's also a research scientist. But funnily enough, actually, that panel was good fun. I really enjoyed it. Also, that is how, if you've been watching AI and Games for a long time, the episode I did on Spec Ops The Line came about, because I got to know both Jörg and Alicia after that, and they're both lovely people. Jörg is like the nicest guy. Alicia was also just wonderful, and it was really nice to get to connect with them. And then afterwards, like, I was chatting with Jörg specifically about Spec Ops, and I was like, dude, I love that game. I think it's fantastic. And we were just talking about AI in general, and I think that was also the same event where a lot of people were finding out about what I do on YouTube and stuff, and then people are saying, oh, you know what, we'd be happy to chat with you about this for a video or something at some point. So there was two projects that actually came out of this. So first of all, Jörg was like, dude, I would be more than happy to do something about Spec Ops, and we eventually did do a video on Spec Ops The Line. And it was funny because I also got to meet a lot of people there who were watching the channel, and it was one of the first times I went to an industry event and people were like, yo, we know who you are because you watch your stuff on the internet. And I was like, oh, that's cool, and also, oh my god, that's terrifying, people actually watch this crap. The other fun thing that came from that was I ended up meeting Andy Bastable and Rob Masella, who at the time were at Rare, and they were working on this up-and-coming little project called Sea of Thieves. It was... because Rob gave a talk on AI testing, which actually was the basis of the 4th episode of my AI of Sea of Thieves series. But we were chatting, and I was just hanging out with him because we actually have mutual acquaintances. I have some ex-students and also some friends who've went through Rare over the years. And so we were just like, hey, let's just chat and get to know each other a little bit. Because it's like, oh, hey, if you're friends with this person, then that usually says a lot about you, etc., etc. And people were coming over and saying, hey, like, oh, just wanted to say, like, we watch your stuff in the office. Like, thank you, keep up the good work, etc. And I'm like, well, thank you, I very much appreciate it. And Andy's like, what are you talking? What is this about? He says, sorry, he says people keep coming over and speaking to you, and you're not really talking about it. Like, what's going on? And I said, there you go. And I said, oh, I do this YouTube show, like AI for video games, blah blah blah, etc. etc. And he goes, that's neat. Maybe somewhere down the line we could do something about Sea of Thieves. And I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. Be nice if we could do that at some point. And he went, all right. And so, you know, it ended up like afterwards, he went back to his hotel and sat and watched a bunch of the videos and was like, oh, these are actually really good. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's so nice of you to say that. Here's my card. Drop me a line someday. And then months pass. Of course, Sea of Thieves then comes out. Because at the time, when we met, I think it was still, it was 6 months. It was about 6 months out from launch, if I remember right. Game comes out, and so it was literally almost a year later. I'm just kind of hanging out, and I'm like, I've still got Andy's business card. I should drop him a line. And so I drop him an email almost a year to the day I meet him, and I go, like, hey, you know, we were talking about doing a video thing. Were you serious about that? And within a week, we'd arranged for my visit to Rare to go and hang out and interview other devs on Sea of Thieves. Because he got back to me and he went, yep, absolutely, I'm dead serious about this. Let me get back to you. That was weird. And yeah, within a couple of days, they were like, all right, cool, it's all set up, it's all organized. Come and visit. Can you come on this date? And if I remember right, there was a logistics headache, and I couldn't go the original date, which was a shame. Because if you watch the videos, you'll notice I interview everyone in the office except Andy. Andy's interviewed on a Skype call, Google call, Zoom, whatever. And that was because of like a logistic thing that meant I could make it, but he couldn't be in the office that day. So, I don't think I've actually bumped into Andy in person since, which is a shame. Like, I think he's over at Unity now, and Rob is at Ubisoft Annecy. So I'm really hoping I'll bump into them again at some point, because everybody actually I interviewed on the Sea of Thieves project was just lovely people. And also, they were just so fun to chat with, because there was an interesting moment when we were working on that project, because I think they were just like, who is this random person and why are we being interviewed? Because, you know, the junior programmers working on the AI aren't usually the type of people that get press interviews for a game. And it was one of the most fun, satisfying things about doing those interviews. Over the day, we interviewed several people. I think we did about 4 or 5 hours worth of interviews. Was just chatting with them and watching as they slowly figured out, oh, this guy actually knows what he's talking about, and this guy's a programmer. He's not a press dude. He's not just press. He's actually a developer. Because we were geeking out over like technical details, like, oh, this cool thing in Unreal Engine, or hey, how the hell did you get like all the skeletons to stay up to like pathfind on the ship? That's like the craziest fucking thing. And yeah, they were so nice to hang out with, and I think most of the juniors, I think, are still actually at Rare these days. Leon says, not the only one with a story about Rare. Years ago, I applied for a job with them after they were bought by Microsoft as a student with no portfolio. Still had the application seen by devs over there. I mean, it's worth the flex sometimes. Like the amount of people I know who've ended up getting a job in AAA just because they were like, all right, I'm gonna give it a stab. I'm gonna see how we get on. Maybe I'll be lucky. Maybe I won't.
You must stop.
They're talking 2009 odd. Yeah, I was doing my PhD actually right around then. And I actually had zero aspirations of working in the games industry at all. I was like, I'll be a little researcher and do my research things and whatever else. And then it was just by doing a lot of teaching and trying to train people or educate the youth on AI for games, that's literally how the YouTube channel started. So it's kind of funny how these things all pan out. Right, where'd that... No, you don't. Wrong button. Is that it? You dead? Good. That's a waste of rocket launcher ammo, Tommy. What are you doing? Oh my god, I keep leaning over and hitting tab instead of Q for the weapon switch. So annoying. Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap this up in a minute because I gotta go get my dinner. Also, yeah, I straight up quite enjoy the fact that the plot is about, we figured out, like, it's so perfectly tongue-in-cheek in terms of like the narrative of this game, and like, oh yeah, we figured we could harness hell energy as an energy source to mitigate our energy crisis on Earth. Like, I just love the absurdity of that. But also, it's like in 2016 when this game came out, I'm like, you know what, that actually seems very on point. Oh yeah, you know what, I think we better stop there, because otherwise I will play for longer, and I'm waiting to get told off that I'm not coming down for dinner when I should be. But yeah, so we've done, this is us, we've done a little bit of streaming today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've all had a good time. Let's try and get into a regular cadence. I think we're going to just keep streaming on AI and Games Plus, to be honest, because I feel like that's the best place to do it. But also, we're going to have more... we're going to have more of player choice. So that was it. Like I said earlier, we're in the final stages of player choice. But yeah, Solid Reactor, just as we're wrapping up, round 2 has completed. We've got the final results are in. Actually, just for the sake of wrapping up this stream successfully, let me just quickly showcase the results one more time, and then we can successfully wrap up. So with that, let me do that, jump that over there. And perfect. And then we'll go straight over to our quarterfinals slide. So there we go. This is what the quarterfinals are going to look like. Voting is going to start for this on Monday. Fear versus Half-Life, Half-Life 2 versus Doom 2016, which we were just playing, Prey versus Halo Combat Evolved, and Halo 2, which we spent a good chunk of this afternoon also playing, against Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. There's some nasty ones in here, and we're also battling towards a very interesting semi-final. I think we're getting into the weeds here as to like what are the games that people are really going to argue for, particularly at Fear versus Half-Life. That was one from the very beginning. I thought we're going to see that quarterfinal. Half-Life 2 versus Doom 2016 I wasn't so sure about. In fact, Prey versus Halo I didn't see coming. Halo 2 versus Stalker I did. But yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see how all that pans out in the next week or two. We're going to try and speed this up because I realise the last couple of weeks the voting took longer than planned. I've just got so many different projects on the go right now. It's been a little difficult to keep up. But as I said earlier, new episode of Artifacts out this weekend. We have a new episode of Branching Factor out tomorrow, in which I sit down and chat with the folks at Model AI. We also just recorded several new episodes of Branching Factor in the last week or so. I'm very excited to get those out to you. We're going back to retro gaming next month. Quang and I sat down, had an interview with the Bitmap Bureau, who are doing a lot of retro games, and actually like Xenocrisis and Final Vendetta. And it's interesting talking to them because they work on games that ship on everything from the PlayStation 5 to like the Sega Mega Drive, or the Sega Genesis, I guess, if you're based in the US. And so chatting with them, we had a really great conversation with them just yesterday. So many things going on. And then actually there's some extra special projects that I'm doing in collaboration with companies who've reached out to me, which we'll have one of them out next week, I think, just in time for Steam Next Fest, which is actually a relevant plot point. But yeah, will the Solid Reactor says, will the winning game influence the theme for the upcoming AI and Games Jam? That is something I need to finalize this weekend. I'm trying to finalize the date for it. It's probably late in the summer, early in the fall, we're going to organize it. But actually, I haven't thought about what the theme is for this year. But that's maybe a funny thing. Maybe we can actually use the winner as an influence on the theme or something. I don't know. But hey, yeah, with that, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you all to everyone who tuned in to watch, whether you're watching live or you're watching it on the VOD. But yeah, take care of yourselves. I'll be back soon. And of course, check out everything else I'm doing. There's so much content coming out or about to come out. And yeah, just stick around, watch my stuff, please. It helps a lot. But yeah, have a good day. Best of luck in the job interview. And yeah, everyone take care of yourselves, and I'll be back. Oh god, still very sweaty. I'm very shiny. Oh, so shiny. I think I should maybe get a shower. Didn't think you could sweat so much while sitting playing video games. Ugh, it's kind of creepy.